Okay, so you see the title, you know what's about to happen. Boruto, Two Blue Vortex, chapter 32. This was the Damon's flipping chapter. A couple things that kind of stood out to me. We got to know how Damon's power even work, right? So that's one. We got to see Sarada use her Mangekyo Sharingan, right? We saw that before, but we got to see a little bit more of it, I guess. Also, we have I don't know if I would call that more information, right? But on Mamushi technique, because he can multiply himself. So apparently, with his technique, there's apparently a single collective consciousness that actually governs everybody else, right? So, for instance, I took it as, let's just say there's five of me, right? And although we thinking differently about different things, let's just say thinking like if I were to decide to be like, okay, cool, let me walk outside. Oh, let's walk outside. That thought process overrides everyone else's. That's how I saw it. I feel like those are the three parts that kind of like stood out the most. The rest of the chapter was just okay, like nothing crazy happened. They started to fight, Ada with Damon. Damon started to fight those Mamushis, and then Sarada used her Sharingan. So the chapter starts, right, with them making a plan to take all the Mamushi, right, outside of the village to fight them over there, right? Because the thing is, like, fighting them in the village just puts everyone else in jeopardy. So they take all the they come up with a plan to, okay, cool, let's take them outside of the village, and that's where they're gonna fight them, right? So Boruto leads the way, and then tells actually Momoshi, I was like, look, we're going to show you Ada's whereabouts, right? Because he's looking for her. He's not really interested in anybody else but her. That's why he was not trying to hurt anybody else, right? So they take him out. As they're going, Boruto warns Mamushi and is like, look, before you get to Ada, you gotta worry about Damon's ability. Like he's crazy strong, he has superhuman powers, and in order to get to Ada, you gotta deal with him first. And then Mamushi goes he's like, yo, I know, but like I know about his ability. And then he reveals Damon's ability, right? And then apparently, in order for Damon to use his powers, well, this is what Mamushi says. Mamushi says he has to touch a human, or he has to put both of his hands. I don't know if it's both of his hands or one. I don't know why he has to touch somebody, right? In order for his powers to get activated. Who knows why? But that's basically the thing with Damon's, right? How he's able to repel someone's strength back to them. That's basically his powers in a nutshell. But he has to touch someone. I don't know why. I guess we're going to know as, more chapters come out. Shikamaru asked Sarada, how many Mamushi can you like suck up with your Mangekyo Sharingan? And she gets like about 50. So now the plan, so they're like, okay, cool. We're going to try to reduce the number of the Mamushis to 50 to get Sarada to get working on them, right? Mamushi gets to Ada. At that point, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, we don't really know if Ada can actually fight, bro. Like, we don't know if she has hands, bro. Like, we don't know if Ada actually has hands. So they're able to reduce the amount of Mamushis to 50. Sarada uses her Mangekyo Sharingan, Ohirume. It starts to work, right? So all of them starts to get sucked up, into that Ohirume Mangekyo Sharingan. I guess we're going to know more details about it as, more chapters come out. But then she faints. She stops and then she faints, right? Like they tell us that she's tired. She used it before. Mamushi picks up on what's happening and is like, oh shit. He starts to multiply again. Kawaki sees all that. It starts to actually kill all the Mamushis. Mamushi picks up on it, continues to multiply, but Kawaki gets tired for whatever reason. That's basically the chapter. At the end, you see, they show us Cash and Koji, I guess contemplating. We don't know what he's contemplating. Because obviously, he has also these like powers where he can see segments of the future. So they show us, him like he's the last person that they show. But hey, man, like I guess we'll see. Maybe he foresaw that already, and he has a plan. I'm assuming that he has a plan. But I guess we'll see from in next month, when the next chapter comes out. But that's pretty much the whole thing, right? That happens in this chapter. Not too much, not anything too crazy. But those three things were kind of like revealing, in this chapter. The Mamushi's, more information about Mamushi's technique, Damon's technique, what he needs in order for it to function. And then we got to see more of Sarada's Manga Sharingan.